Hey, Shelf! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm about to start. Thank you for the music. Sorry for the absolutely redundant thing on Twitter, but I was like, what do I use? I don't have like Spotify. I don't have Apple Music on this PC. I don't want to have the YouTube ads in the background. So you know what? Just run the game. Also, I need to get myself a timer. Ooh, wait, okay. I need to get myself a timer script for OBS. This cannot go on. I cannot capture the browser window. I cannot even get out of the browser, or it will stop rendering for some reason. I don't know. Anyway. I started starting up the game, yeah. Are you working on something? Are you making a video? Are you playing? Are you having a good day? Oh, I'm excited. We started a game. We started a new game on was it Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. I've had a very long week. I argued with my boss a lot, and when I say that, I mean my boss pissed me the fuck off. This week I was this close to like quit my job, like straight up, but we got to a better agreement. And yeah, you're editing for Thomas right now. Okay, yeah, well, you know, Steam is always open in the background, so you get those. Yeah, so it was an intense week, and here we are though. It ended up for the best. Wait, is the YouTube stream 8 minutes behind? Oh no, okay. Sorry. It jumped. It jumped to like the timer saying 8 in here, so it's weird. I need to get used to this double thing. Also, lol. People from Australia complaining because I stream at this time. This is funny. But anyway, also it says the connection is unstable. How is it on the Twitch? And am I lagging? Am I really unstable, or is just Twitch complaining? Because I'm also streaming to both platforms at the same time, so that might also be annoying. Hey, Rob Lang, thank you for following. Thank you for why cannot I hear the thing? Let me figure out why I cannot hear the alert box. But thank you. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. The game dev community coming through. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm like that. I call out anyone that joins. I really appreciate you tuning in. I need to figure out why I could not hear the alert box. I did a lot of work. Oh, could you hear the alert box? Because it might just be I don't have. No, I should have the output too. What the hell? I don't know. You could hear it, yeah. Okay. I mean, at least you heard it. Yeah, at least you heard it. Why didn't I hear it? Yeah, this is annoying. Anyway. Jordy, hello dear chum. Jordy, you hit 5k. That's amazing. Congrats. I mean, I kind of knew it. When did you eat those? Anyway, congrats. Also, let's reiterate over that. Jordy's very funny. I take great grudge against hate comments, especially when they're not, when they are absolutely uncalled for. Okay, so what did we do? I'll keep. No, you know what? I'm kind of starting to go crazy with pop module. It's cool music, but I've had it in my ears for 15 minutes. It's a bit too much. Anyway, so I started this thing where we do the Watip weekdays on and we stream both on Twitch and YouTube. And last time, which was Monday, I believe, we started work on Snake Train. Bad news for any Snake Train enjoyers. It's probably gonna be over just now. The idea was to have a game that is like Snake, but it's also like a first-person shooter, resource gatherer, builder game. It's a cool idea, but I don't feel I'm kind of looking forward. I've been back. I've been away from game dev for 2 years, something like that. I've been a web developer, which is pretty cool, but also it's probably the most brain dead development you can do. And I'm looking for ideas. Yeah, Snake Train. My idea is think. Okay, you know Snake. Okay, you know Snake. You are what? What is this? This is not what I was. What? What is this? What is this? Am I running over people? No, okay. I'm just picking them up. That's okay. It's Snake, but this is also Snake Train, I guess. But the idea was you have to build. You have to gather, like you're in a first-person controller. You have to gather resources to build the tracks on which the train will travel to reach the next fruit or food or fuel or whatever. And during the night, there's like the day-night cycle, and during the night, monsters attack. I think it's a pretty cool concept. It could also be made multiplayer, but right now, I don't think I'm motivated enough to work on that. Low laughs in enterprise web dev. Are you doing enterprise web dev? I've started working as a web dev. I started doing web dev because I was kind of burnt out with the YouTube and game dev stuff. It was kind of a bit too much. And I was also studying in university. I was like, you know what? Let's learn something else. Let's do web dev, of course. What path do you go down? You go down the React, Node.js, TypeScript, Next.js path, which is amazing. I have a lot of fun. I like TypeScript so much. It kind of like the JavaScript environment. If you're like a real web dev, you do stuff like PHP, ASP.NET. You do a lot more than just writing JavaScript. But like the access, the barrier to entry to that kind of to front end web dev is very much, it is very much low. It's very low right now. I think even lower than game development. And then I just did it for a year. I started. I worked in a company. I basically remade the entire website from scratch with the e-commerce and everything, connecting to the API and things. And it was, it's fun. I love it, but I want to go back to game dev. I'm gonna go back into it again slowly before talking a bigger product. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing just that. I'm trying out things. Today I'm gonna work on my. This is gonna sound silly. Shuffleman knows how grudgy I am against the YouTube meta, like my dream game. I'm not gonna make my dream game. I'm gonna make my dream project, and it's literally the project I've been thinking about and basically whiteboarding in the air for 2 years. It's gonna be making a great platformer, 3D platformer controller. I'm gonna be working on that because that is what I want to do, and then the game will come. You started doing web dev in 1996. That's wild. You saw, you have probably experienced a lot of evolution. Are you still using the tech you were using in 1996? I'm guessing not. What? But I'm guessing you probably there's some system like legacy systems that probably still use the same tech. But that's insane. That's so cool. That's actually so cool. HTML is much the same. Yeah, I probably you can see my face. Yeah, I'm not. I'm booting up Unity, but I'm not. I'm now not on the desktop scene. I need to create a new Unity project. I can show you the Unity hub if you want, but I can tell you it's a pretty underwhelming UI. You go 3D URP, platformer controller, Pebble Studio, not connected to Unity Cloud, create project. Yeah, and actually, if I go to the full camera, it should turn. Okay, exactly. When Unity opens, it automatically switches to the Unity scene. Everything was HTML plus Perl, like PHP. Now it's React.js, C# as .NET Core. Exactly. My company, like, we have our game server which runs on ASP.NET, and it's a game server, but it's actually a web server because we use the API endpoint. Like we use WebSockets, and then we use the HTTP endpoints. And now for the website, I just use Next.js because it was very easy to get started with that. We're a startup. We're like 4 people, and we need to redo the website. We won't move away from WordPress. Somebody has to do it, and one person knows how to do it. You go to Next.js, but React is totally, like, from my understanding, yeah, completely dominating the market. And I tried to learn some PHP, but I do not like how PHP looks. I really dislike how PHP looks. And is Perl the one with the camel? Like, with the logo, Perl is like the camel, or is that? I might be getting something wrong here. But yeah, you love PHP. I mean, PHP is cool. PHP. Oh, Perl is the old PHP. Looks the same. Oh, I see. PHP is cool in terms of what you can do. I don't like. It's crazy because I say I don't like having the code, like the logic code, in the front, like in the markup, but then I use React, so I'm just an hypocrite. I'm a huge hypocrite. So yeah, that we learned that about me today. Anyway, let's get started. I need to be right back. Let's set up the stream. I'll be right back in 30 seconds. What a great host is what Guy is, who leaves just before the content starts, right? You don't think PHP is terrible, you just not choose it to pay the bills. Okay. Is it still... I saw a lot of discourse on Twitter that PHP developers have Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff. Twitter is the best place and also the worst place. Like, using Twitter is a toxic relationship, and you cannot stop. But it's like, for me, it's like, even since Musk turned it into a shitfest, it's still the best social media. You did an internship, and so yeah, sorry. Let me finish my thought. What? And for some reason, I mean, I know why, because I keep liking the tweets. I always am bombarded by web dev discourse, and at some point during the last year, somebody was like predicating how much money you make with PHP, and that all JavaScript developers are like softies and stuff like that. I don't know, but yeah, PHP is it's something that probably someone needs to learn at some point. You did for an internship, which was 80% PHP, and you loved it a lot. If not for code, you would have probably worked there too. I mean, you dodged a bullet, apparently. Okay, let's get started with the game dev. First thing first, let's set up a plane. Scene view. I am so rusty in terms of Unity controls. This is terrible. But yeah. You could have had a Lamborghini, Jordy. Sorry, mate. Yeah, Jordy, you missed out. Where is your Lamborghini, Jordy? Where is your Lamborghini? Okay, now, another setup thing we need to do is add a ground layer. Also, let me... no, wait, give me a second. Non entrare per favore in camera con lo stream. Ciao! Give me a second. Sorry. I'm also speaking Italian here. Uh, the thing is, yeah, family's back. Family's back. Sorry about that. Your Italian is a bit rusty, but I'm sure that was me mainly complaining. Very, I go super anxious knowing like somebody could walk in. So yeah, would have been usually without a driver's license. You dodged another bullet there. It would have been more fun though. Are you not? Are you so risk averse that you wouldn't drive your Lamborghini without a license? Come on, Jordy. You feel the exact same. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's nothing bad, but I don't know. I don't know. First thing first, we need to set up like a ground layer. We're gonna have a default ground layer here, and we'll see how it goes. Set up an empty game object here. This is gonna be our player. This is gonna have a rigid body. We want to make a player controller. Okay, so the idea, let me open up Google Docs. Let me open up Google Docs, and let me also turn on the lights because I am gonna get myself blind otherwise. Okay, we have a light here. Hey, Black Minds on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to reading both chats. I have a page here. Hello, welcome. What am I doing? I am now starting to work on a character controller. I'm starting to. I could actually add that to the description, or to the title. 3D platformer controller. Yeah, sorry for the delay in reading the chats. I need to get used to. I have two walls in front of me. One is probably more more active than the other, but I need to get used to looking in both directions. Let's think about the 3D platformer. And is this large enough? I think so, yeah. How are you doing, Black Minds, by the way? Welcome to the stream. Let's lock the mic. Okay. 3D controller. I want it to be, first thing first, the most important aspect of this controller, it has to be a floating capsule. Why do I want it to be a floating capsule? I don't have to worry about colliders. I don't have to worry about like slopes and steps. Slope, step, colliders. This is gonna be the most important aspect. Then you're gonna subscribe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, we want to have variable gravity. I want it to be able to orient itself independently from like the vertical gravity, but like with local gravity. So think Mario Galaxy. Think Mario Galaxy. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit to put this into words. I have a clear idea in mind. It's not as easy to get it on the page. Also, more important than the floating capsule, we want it to be a rigid body controller. Physics. Is that how you... No, I think you actually use two Y's. No, it was right at the first time. Okay. First try. Let's go. Hey, that one coder, you're also streaming on Twitch. I am streaming on both platforms. I'm trying to stream on both platforms because I'm trying to come back as Watib, but I also want to have Malamore grow on Twitch. So we're doing both, and the cool thing about streaming on YouTube is that it's gonna be archived in the channel under the live tab. So that's a huge plus. And the cool thing about streaming on Twitch is that streaming on Twitch is overall better from multiple perspectives, but I enjoy both. And you can watch wherever you like. So if you have a preference, you can choose where to watch. But yeah, we're gonna do a 3D controller. It's gonna have rigid body physics. It's gonna have a floating capsule. By the way, the link to in the YouTube description goes to twitch.tv. Are you serious? Oh my god, this is so old. This is so old. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's so funny. This is like, this puts a time frame to how long I have not been doing stuff on YouTube, because what heap on Twitch I think ended in 2022. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much, Rob. Okay, we're gonna have variable gravity a la Mario Galaxy, and we want it to be extensible. Do you type it like that? I am not sure, but yeah. Extensible, you wanna have basically state machine logic, and we kind of want to have separation of data and behavior. So we're gonna have the controller data, which is gonna be like the points of contact, whether it's grounded or not, whether it's facing a wall or not, is it whatever. We're gonna have those in a data component, and then we're gonna have multiple logic movement components. Thanks, the new link works. Thank you so much, and I'm guessing you are dev0737. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate that. And yeah, the new link. It's crazy that it's so old. But yeah, this is my idea. I think I did something with this already. I think I have a repo somewhere, but I kind of want to get this started again because I want to tackle it with a clear mind. I did some work on this last summer. If you look at my, I don't know, I would need to look for them, but if you look at my exam notes from last summer when I was doing my university exams, there's like one page is exercises, one page is just notes. Just notes on like, what am I gonna do, how am I gonna do this. And yeah, also I don't know how to type it. This is so great. Okay, states. What states do we want to have? We want to have a grounded, we want to have an airborne, we want to have like jumping, falling, ideally we want to have climbing, something like that, and so on. And we want to be able to like change the behaviors of these. So for example, for the jumping, AG, we could have like chain jumping. You know, like Super Mario goes whoop whoop woohoo. Does 3 jumps, and the third one is like higher up. There's more energy in it. So we want to be able to do something like that. Or we want to have in the falling or airborne, I don't know. So one of these, either airborne or falling, is gonna be something like e.g. Ground pounding, something like this, where you stop all of the momentum and just go down. So if you wanna, I mean, ground pounding, I'm using Mario terms. But yeah, what's the minimum viable game to prove the prototype? It's mostly gonna be a minimum viable controller. It's like, I don't care as much about the game right now as getting something that works. Probably just this, like grounded, jumping, and falling, is gonna be like the MVP for the controller. But I wanna make like this is the MVP for the controller, and then we're gonna start like playing around with the actual what game is this gonna be in. I do not need all of this. I wanna design it in a way that makes all of this possible. And I've already tried it, and I failed it. I failed at it. So I hope this is clear. Like I'm probably gonna make a game where this is used, not all of this. So I'm not necessarily gonna implement them all right away. This is like the important stuff. This is the fundamental. Like the MVP has to have this, and of course basic platforming functionalities. I hope that's. Hello Mango, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to stream. Just popping to say hi. Hi to you. Hi to you. Nice seeing you. And so yeah, this is basically it. I would say MVP is gonna be. It needs to know when it's grounded. It needs to know when it's airborne. It needs to know how to jump, how to fall. We don't need climbing. We don't need chain jumping, and we don't need ground pounding. We need to be able to traverse a world with obstacles. And it needs to be and also configurable settings for speed, physics, and stuff. We need to do something like this. Ciao. So we need to be able to test and feel if the controller works well. If we have this, and especially this, so and we can make it fairly clean, this is gonna be easier to implement. This is my plan. Am I going into it with a strict software engineering oriented mindset where I am gonna design a model, design a UML schema, figuring out or beforehand all that I need? I'm probably gonna go more agile. So yeah, we are gonna we're gonna figure out things as we go. I also have to refresh a lot of physics because we're gonna have to kind of code all of the physics equations for the movement from scratch. I need to figure out some like whether it's gonna be velocity, forces, velocities, or acceleration based. Also, okay, sorry, there was a mosquito, very angry mosquito. Why code it yourself and not a pre-made rigid body controller asset? I have one of those. It's very fun to use, but I just want to code it myself. I just want to have full control over it. I mean, I could drag in. I think I have one that I really like that I bought, and probably another one. It's mostly because I have plants in my room, and my room is very warm and humid, so that's mostly mosquitoes. But yeah, I want to code it myself because I like coding that myself. So I can I know I could use an asset in Monday's stream. We used an asset for that, which admittedly sped up the development process a lot. But I also want to be able to have full control over it, and I don't want to code I don't want to use an asset, mostly because of that. And I'm also trying to get back into game dev, and using an asset is not gonna get me to love this thing again as much as I used to love it. So I wanna challenge myself. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this is the answer mostly. This is the answer mostly. And I mean, and maybe in a future, if this comes out well, this could be another. This could be a solution that you might like. I mean, not Rob, of course, but that you could find on the asset store. So if this comes out well, why not have another solution? I mean, there's plenty. There's plenty already, but I wanna have full control over what I think is a very important part in a certain kind of game. Okay. So I could actually. I wonder if I should bring out what I had already or not. No, you know what? I wanna start again. So we're basically gonna have a player. This is gonna be the visuals root, for example. And to this, we're just gonna add a capsule. We're gonna add a capsule that without a collider. The collider is not gonna be on the visuals. The capsule is gonna give us an idea of what our player looks like in terms of physics, but we're actually gonna control them via a custom script. I come from a place where I already coded some of this, so I already have a very strong opinion on what some of these should be. So let's do it like this. Let's do player. What should we call it? Player collider, probably, or player body. So let's do some more planning work because okay, yeah, I have a clear idea. Maybe it's not as clear as I claim it is. Components. We're gonna have a component to get the input, and this is probably gonna be like either like new input system, legacy input system. This is gonna be handled by that. Then we're gonna have a controller for the motor. This is gonna basically give the rigid body the instructions. So it's gonna make it float. It's gonna orient the rigid body according to the gravity. It's gonna apply gravity acceleration, and it's gonna apply the movement. I'm not sure whether we should make it force based or velocity based yet. We'll probably start with velocity, but it's gonna be more snappy, and then we're gonna go back to forces. Just because I don't have the equations in my head right now. I've not done any maths or physics in 2 years, and that's kind of sad. Then we want to have a body component, collider component, something like that. We cannot extend from Unity's default colliders because unfortunately it'd be like that. Unfortunately, the controller classes for the collider classes for Unity are directly inherited from physics, and they cannot be extended. But we could do like a collider controller, and we could call it like body, like the player character body, something like that, character body, or something like this. And then we're gonna have the character controller. And then we're gonna have, which is gonna be the brain states. I am not sure. I am not sure if monobees or in logic in character controller. This is my idea. So input, we're gonna figure out at some point. This is not yet the thing. I would start with the character body, so at least we know exactly what we need for that. Okay, so let's go and call it character body. And look at that! Look at that! The incredible setup of Visual Studio. Of OBS, where when I switch between Unity and Visual Studio, it actually changes the scene I'm using. Mind equals blown. Okay, so this is gonna require component type of beautiful, absolutely. Collider. I wonder what happens if I do it like this. Reset. It's not gonna add a collider. Is it gonna complain? This is missing. Okay, let's bring up here. Character body as possibly missing required components. Okay. Perfect. So, the first thing we need to do is decide whether our will you be using namespaces to help avoiding naming collisions in the future? Absolutely. I am a huge namespace user. I don't think since I'm just gonna make scripts for it. I mean I could start using them now probably. I was the thought went through my head when I created a script. Am I gonna use them now or am I gonna put them on later? I'm not sure what the best thing is. Also, I don't know what I want to call them, but you know what? Maybe dot character controller, and easier to put them in as you go. Then you know what? I'm gonna put them in. SPNK stands for Spring Punk. Is my pretend studio, but pretend studio. But I mean, do you need anything else than a domain? Not only a domain, but a subdomain. games.springpunk.net that says coming soon to consider yourself a studio. Like, this is all you need, right? Anyway, jokes aside, I'll use this as a box namespace. But yeah, probably I should keep them. Subdomain. Well, it must be a big shot studio. Absolutely. You know what? Absolutely. I'm basically a real studio. Yeah. I'm also not sure if I'm gonna go. Gonna go like should every script have its own, like every enum have its own script or whatever. I'm probably gonna go and say public enum. Let's call it body type, and this is gonna be either a capsule, a sphere, or a box. We're gonna have support. And is this necessary now? It is not. Is this necessary now? It is not. I am taking on this with a lot of preconceived notions. I mean, I could. Let me go to GitHub for a second. Where is it? Oh wait, it's not here. It's not here. Let me go. Give me a second. I'm coming at this with a lot of preconceived ideas that I already had. Like, I have. Why have I? When have I ever said something in Italian in a commit? This is so funny. But I have a lot of preconceived ideas because last year I spent some time actually coding this thing. Okay, I have a camera controller, I have the movement controller, I have a lot of stuff. So if you see me like run ahead and like, do we need 3 body types now? We do not. Let me tell you, we do not. Are we gonna use them anyway? We are. So should I just rip the code out of the old code base? I don't want to rip the code off the old code base because this is gonna I want to approach it more cleanly. So probably we're now gonna just use capsule and we'll see. Anyway, public private void and let's call it ensure collider is attached, something like this. I don't know. And basically, we want to make sure that we have a collider that is on the game object, and in case the collider is missing, it's is not like, if we have a capsule body type, we want to have a capsule collider. If we want to have a box body type, we want to have a box collider. And then let you figure out what a sphere collider and a sphere body type are gonna, how they're gonna behave. But yeah, serialized field, private, body type. I'm calling it body type. For now, I'm gonna use private. I never know. I have a strong. Why are you all highlighted? Okay. I have a lot of opinions on object-oriented programming. I mean, I have a lot of opinion, not clear ones. I code a lot. I have a lot of experience coding. I still have to figure them out. So for now, I'll start making everything private, and then we'll see what happens. And we're also gonna have a private new collider. Now, should I make 3 different variables and private first is good? Encapsulation. Exactly. The problem is, I then go in a, I want to avoid public at all cost, and then I create something like public body type. I cannot name it like this, so body t, let's call it like this, and I go get set, and it's basically just, okay, I could have made it public, and you know, but I don't like using those so much because my brain goes like, yeah, it's not super optimized, it's gonna be slower, and therefore I kind of messed it up sometimes. But that's the problem with not having like an enforced coding style like you often have at companies. But private is absolutely, I do serialized field private all the time, except if it's shitty code for a game made in 1 hour for Icoso that tweeted something like, can you make a game with 1 million choices? In that case, everything is public, because I don't have the time to type out serialized field. Okay, I'm probably gonna say, actually, instead of having just 1 collider, we're gonna have a, it's not gonna, like, you're not gonna have 1,000, a million of these controllers. So if we have 3 references, they're not gonna be like a problem, honestly. Sphere collider, and we're gonna call it sphere private. Let's also put them in the same order as our enum, which makes it more clearness of mind. Forget that. Capsule collider, capsule, and private box collider, box. And we also, you know what we could do? We could actually have here a property that returns the right one. Is it worth it right now to code it? I don't think so. But anyway, if try get component. I mean, we should. Somebody's ringing the intercom. I'll be right back. Have fun looking at my code. Look at the blinking cursor and tell me how many times it blinked. I don't know. Sorry. How about where you have more than one collider on the children? This is mostly gonna be. I see it as a, okay. I'm back. Okay. Oh crap! I got an assignment. Shelfman, don't let me down. So, collider. Let's think about the collider. Okay, wait, you can see it. Collider. Also, let's add a new page so we can scroll further down. Collider. Let's make a difference. Let's be clear. We have movement controller collider, and we have hitbox collider, something like this. I'm probably gonna have just, my idea for this controller is just one collider, but now you make me think, do we want to support multiple colliders? Do we want to have a different, I think how complex do we want to go? I think for now I'm just gonna have something like, let me do a bullet point style of a thing. Jody, how many blinks for the, you have to count these too, huh? It's not like this cursor here doesn't count just because it's not Visual Studio. The thing is, I think just one collider for 415. Okay, you know what? We're on the internet. You would have no reason to lie, so I just take your word as true. People do not lie on the internet, right, guys? I have run this joke into the ground so many times that I cannot even count them anymore. But yeah, like, can we like draw? Can I bring up paint? Like, let's say we have. I am very afraid of where that is gonna go. Let's say we have Mario here. This is our friendly video game Italian. I am not sure. Let's. This is very bad. This is so bad. I cannot draw to save my life. Let's pretend this is Mario, okay? In Mario games, you usually have this sphere. Is there like a sphere tool? Yeah. Like a circle tool? Usually you have some sort of sphere that just encapsulates the entire model. So when he actually rolls around, it's just a sphere rolling around. It would be awesome if we could do that, but I want to have a little separation. Wait. How do I draw this? I want to have a little separation. Where is my brush? Okay. Where my character this is uglier. You thought Mario was ugly? This is uglier. If we go, yeah, stop. We had a this is very ugly. No, no, come on, guys. This is not a penis. What are you saying? I was gonna make another foot here, but I don't think that would save the drawing. This is much worse. This is much worse. How do I now I'm paranoid about this. Okay, problem solved. Let's do it again. Let's do Okay. Okay. So, we have our character. Oh, this is actually, you know what? This is actually very good. This is actually very good. Everything is a penis if you look hard enough. If you squint, I mean, if you squint hard enough, probably. And let's say we have a stairway. I mean, something like this. But also just like, let's say we have a curb or something like this. Like the way you would want to do it usually is either raycast like this, see if there's a step, or just have a collider that allows the player to, like the controller, to just glide on. What I want to do, and it's mostly for level design, like collider design, saving time later on down the line. I want the player to be, this is not my idea. This is not like, I'm not the first one to think of this. I want the player collider, I could use a circle again, honestly. I want the player collider to be floating above the ground. Whoa, this is pretty cool. Okay. And basically just raycast down. So if we are gonna be, and here now it's gonna become intense. How do I do this? Okay, let's say we're gonna go here. Hey, AKM Matic Gaming, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Over on the YouTube side, hello to you. Let's say I want to have this dude walk over the step instead of having a little slope, which is, for example, how Mario Odyssey does it. I want to basically, it can walk onto any slope that is like lower than how long this ray is, and when it goes here, like bloop, it pops up, and it doesn't do it instantly. It does it with a force, so that it doesn't look like jittery and stuff. And this is not my invention. It is most notably done in other games. But this is my idea. Like, I don't want to have to worry about the colliders. Also because I don't want to have like, I don't want to have to make one sloped collider for the controller, and then have another collider for like other physics objects. Because if you have, for example, a box that you're gonna push, you're gonna have to. You cannot use a slope. You want to have to. You want to have it just slide along the entire surface and then drop down when it reaches the the edge. And therefore, we're gonna have a floating capsule. Doing good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Thank you. I've had a very intense week. I got this far from quitting my job. And which didn't happen. I am on a kind of a hiatus to finish my degree, but we are in good terms, which is all that matters, honestly. So yeah. Which engine do you use? I use Unity. I am sticking with Unity because that's what I spent the last almost 8 years. I started in January 2016. Fuck, I'm old. I started in January 2016, so yeah, I'm not dropping Unity, and despite the company having done terrible things in the past, sorry, I'm very on the defense. I'm very much on the defense when talking about Unity, because you see Unity users getting a lot of hate lately, so that's the problem. But yeah. So this is why we're gonna do this, instead of this. And to go back to Rob's. Rob, you know what? I say I'm old. I don't feel particularly old, except for when I have to do some physical activity. In that scenario, I will. But it's mostly like thinking about the time. Why am I even? I always do that. I always do this where I think about the time. I was like, shit, it's been 8 years already. I think like I feel like I started playing with Unity 2 years ago. That's crazy. You're literally old enough to be my dad. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I was. You started in 1996 with web dev. I was not around yet, but I mean, yeah. And AKM, are you using Unity 2 or are you using another engine? Um. Also, yeah, it's weird. I should find a way to have like both chats. I removed the chat from the screen because I don't know how many chats to use. But there has to be a way to combine both chats and have them both on the screen so both platforms can see what the other platform is saying. But yeah, we're gonna have this. And to go back to Rob's point, like, what if you have multiple colliders? Um, I'm considering like having. Okay, I want to have. This is the ugliest color I could choose. I want to have a. This is not much better, to be fair. This is the important stuff you can lose a ton of time on. You know what? Let's go back to red. I might wanna have like multiple colliders here for the model so that if I'm being shot at, if I am doing stuff, I'm gonna be able to to know if I'm being hit without having to like cover a lot of empty space, because if I should hear Mario, I'm gonna hit it if this is its only collider. But for movement, I don't think I need that, because even let's say I have a character that suspiciously looks a lot like an Among Us guy, but it also has a huge bubble on its head, and it's actually its head. And you might say, okay, yeah, if I do a collider like this, I'm gonna have a lot of empty space here. But if I have to walk into a door, I'm kind of counting the bounding box to be significant to that too. So yeah, this is kind of my reasoning. Like for the movement, one collider is gonna be enough, and if we're gonna have to add more down the line, I'll pay the price of assuming differently. But yeah. Now I'm just started making games, and you started using Game Maker and Godot. My Unity engine was having some issues. Unity is very bloated, and it's most like I see it as likely that you were having some issues with Unity. But good luck. Yeah, they are both incredible engines, and will find people doing. If you're just starting, and you are kind of insecure about your choice, is this the right choice? You pick one. I recommend you pick one instead of two. Pick one, learn that. You can learn the other one down the line, but you're gonna find incredible people doing amazing stuff with any engine that you choose, and that is gonna motivate you a lot, and you're gonna learn a lot and have a lot of fun. Pro Paint user, you know what? They call me the. Oh shit! I could make a joke. I'm gonna use this with my friends. I could make a joke with my real name, but it wouldn't make much sense here. So they call me the Paint Master. This is like throwaway joke, bad joke, not fun. You might just need to build your own solution to display both chats. This is very. By the way, hi Kubio, how are you doing? Good morning. Kind of. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I also thought about that. I also thought about doing the chat. Just connecting to the YouTube chat, it's not as easy as connecting to the Twitch one. So we'll see. We'll see. I gotta head out, but you'll still be lurking. I appreciate that, Shopman. Thank you so much for joining, and enjoy your day. Godot is always a good choice. I mean, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But the important thing is that you don't second guess yourself. You choose an engine, and you stick with it for a while. Because before you are able to decide whether you like it or not, you have to learn a little bit about it. And especially if you're just starting out, everything is gonna be challenging in its own way. So take a challenge and go for it. It's gonna be the right challenge. Like, it's gonna be the right choice either way, because you're gonna learn from that choice. So yeah, let's go back to our coding. We are going to try get component out. I'm wondering how should we do it. Basically, we want to have just one of these be true at all times, and we're probably gonna go like public, private, maybe for now private, collider, get return body type switch, and it's gonna be like body type dot sphere. We're gonna return the, not the capsule, we're gonna return the sphere. Body type dot box, and default we're gonna return the capsule, because we're gonna assume the default type is the capsule. So we have access to our collider. We want to now ensure it's not null, and it is also equipped, basically attached to the component. But yeah, that's what I found. Like, Twitch wasn't too bad, but YouTube, they really, yes, absolutely. Also, I'm not sure if YouTube uses IRC. Twitch uses IRC, so it's like a more standard protocol. YouTube is not as easy. Also, YouTube supports multiple broadcasts per channel, so it's even like I have my iPad here with a custom web page I created to display both chats at the same time, so I can actually follow both streams. And for Twitch, you just say yeah, twitch.com/Malimor/chat or something like that. For YouTube, you have to input the right URL for the embed too. Like, every live stream has a different ID, so it's gonna be a mess. You can't wait to get into GameDev, to get back into GameDev, Coops. I feel you. I'm here right now, feeling exactly that way. Only for people, Sparrow, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Only for people. I'm just realizing how niche GameDev content is. You have also to realize this channel is kind of dead. The What If channel is dead as hell. We're trying to bring it back from the dead. I've not been on this channel for 2 years, so people are gonna eventually come, I hope. And also, live game dev is not always so easy to do. Also because I'm speaking a lot and coding very little. So yeah. Can you do a simple serialized field control? You know what, Rob? You're right. I could probably just do that. The thing is, I want to be able to change the parameters of these. I have this. You know what I can do? Should we do something crazy? Should we do something crazy and get? Should we study the code from the older repo? It probably makes more sense, right? Let's do it. I'll show you what I mean. Also, Kubs. Dead, what do you mean? I mean that this channel has been inactive for 2 years. I posted 2 videos in 2 years, and the algorithm doesn't like it. You have to be consistent. So I'm guessing going on, we should be able to reach a broader audience, which is in my ideal word what we're going for. So let's also go springpunk.new. At least I don't know what the old namespaces are, but at least we have we're sure we have no problems with it. Anyway, this should actually be set up to be a package, but we probably want to download the zip file for this. And let's see. This channel is alive. You wanna say a zombie is dead? you piece. This is most definitely a zombie channel. Yeah, that's right. And AKM also start making shorts too about game dev content. That can help too. Yes, I mean, has anybody here not seen Pirate Software? Like, everybody here, like, we all know exactly what you are referring to, and I absolutely agree. Like, Pirate Software is definitely the GOAT in this field. The problem with making shorts is it takes a shit ton of time. I'm probably gonna do a stream where I set up my OBS just setting up my OBS. Like, we can have like a vertical instance recording. If people clip stuff in the, I don't know if you on YouTube you can clip it. I am very much not used to YouTube live streaming, but if people clip stuff, I can use that and then like maybe try and turn it into a short. But I have a job and I study at university. I'm finishing my master's hopefully my last semester. I don't have the time to do that. I had Ikozo edit a few videos for me, but I cannot afford to pay him enough, so I cannot ask him to help with all of them, and I don't have the time to do that. So I'm gonna have to find a proper way of doing stuff. Harp on his lead. Oh yeah, I mean Parasoftware is a great channel. You can YouTube clip though. That's amazing. Okay, took me too long to get the second part of your joke out. Wait, what do you mean? Coops? What do you mean? oh, I see. Like there was the delay between the two messages was long. Yeah, it was very long. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so just to let you know, I'm here in this screen, and let's see as exactly what we need. We don't need the Git attributes. We don't need the materials. Probably we do. New character. Which is the right one? Is this gonna be the right one, or is the other one? You see, I've already worked on it enough to have two versions of the same thing in in the same folder, in the same repo. What the fuck is this? I have not watched it in a year. I have no clue what this is. The cool thing about importing a lot of scripts at once into Unity is that it's gonna have to recompile the assemblies one time only, and not just, okay, yeah, let's rename this script and wait for 2 hours to recompile. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this. And please tell me I'm not using the new input system. Please tell me I'm not using the new input system. New character scripts. Okay, this is just scripts. So what I'm saying, what I'm assuming is prefab is gonna have, okay, perfect. Ignore sensor layer. Let's see. We're very much not in the new character folder. Okay, good to know. Let's bring the prefab in the word. Pop. So this is my dear character controller. I don't think the camera is implemented yet. But you see, we have a lot. We have a character body. Can I I don't know. I remember there being some gizmos. You like the new input system? I do like it too, a lot. But I do not like when I import assets in my project that use that, and I don't have that installed. I need to. Do you still need to install it? Oh, I have the camera implemented? Was not expecting that. So yeah, we have, basically this is the separation I was telling you. I have a character input script. Okay. We have a controller, which is basically the brain. And in this case, it's also containing the data. I'm not sure if I want the data to be here, but we'll see. And we have the body. And the body, actually, I think, is what is actually remembering the state. Actually not? Okay. Where are my properties? Oh, did I? Please don't tell me I put properties in the methods. No, okay, perfect. Methods are just methods. Okay, am I drawing gizmos? Because I think I had. I will get back to chat, sorry. Springpunk.newchar. wait. I want to make sure. You see, I have springpunk.newchar, springpunk.ultimate power character controller. It's gonna be scripts, runtime. Okay, yeah, we want to have this basically. Yeah, what I'm feeling is, yeah. We have our dimensions, and basically what we can do here, the idea of this thing is I can customize the shape of the controller to, like, okay, I want it to be higher. I have a percentage of the height, which is gonna be how tall the steps the character is gonna be able to walk on are gonna be. I want to have a radius, of course. With a capsule, it goes back to this, and I think I also already discarded using box colliders and stuff. And we also have a crouching size, which I don't remember what the controllers are. It's probably going to be either C or control. Okay, I can jump already. It's very not powerful enough, but you can see we're drawing gizmos. Okay, wait. Okay, there is something we need to address here. That this is a problem with importing stuff that you have not worked on for a long time, and it was definitely not finished. But yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, you were just agreeing with me, Koobs. Oh, so let's move here and go play focused. So let's look at this. I don't wanna for now I don't wanna use the controller logic. I mostly just wanna use the this logic basically. Okay. We have coyote time, we have jump buffer. This is our all important stuff. I also think that we want to ignore the player. We want to have a player layer. Yeah, we want to have a player layer. Put this on the player layer. And we want to add this to the player, to the ignored raycasts. Okay, now we're gonna be able to jump properly. Okay, we had a raycast. Can I draw gizmos from this thing? P layer, player layer. Hey Nekla, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You seem excited to be here. I appreciate that. Crouching. Okay. Where is this used? Find references. If crouching. Oh, oh my god, this is ugly. Look at this. This is ugly. I didn't even put this in the input class. Well, let's see what it looks like. But yeah, you can see if you look at the collider, you can see when I crouch, I just get much smaller, and this is gonna be goofy. This is gonna look goofy as hell. This is like when you're in Mario Odyssey and you go, okay, I'm walking, and then you crouch and you go like this. Beep, 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 beep. It gets much smaller, so that's what you want to do. And the cool thing with this is like, let's also remove this camera. We don't care about it. Since we have a ceiling detection, I'm gonna try and draw the ceiling detection so it's clearer for you to see what I mean by that. We're in the controller. When I'm going in the body, ceiling detector. Oh, this is the result. Okay, ceiling detector. I thought I had a box drawer. Did I remove all the debug log, like the debug draw box? Debug.draw line. Box.draw. I don't know. I at some point I had those. Are they here? Utilities. Debug box. Here it is. This is ripped from the internet. Hey Oak, how are you doing? Do crushing like in Skyrim. I have to tell you something that is gonna change your opinion on me. I have never played Skyrim. I have never played Skyrim because I've always been a Mac user, and I've had this PC since May or June, and I have not caught up on all of the games that I have not played yet. So I've never played Skyrim. I don't know how they crouch in that game. Okay, we can draw the half extents. Okay, perfect. we can go debug box dot draw box, and we can go world origin half extents. We don't have the half extents here, right? Box half extents. Orientation color dot red. Have you ever gone back to code you wrote a week ago and its legacy? Okay, now it's considered like a year ago. It's probably like more a year and a half, but okay, you can see we have a ceiling detector. So if I crouch, it's gonna this I think I mean it's basic. Most games have it, but I was pretty proud with that. It basically keeps checking the ceiling at the same height, and if you're walking under, I can actually show this 3D object cube. Let's bring it closer. Oh, not here. But look at that! Look at that! You see? We can jump on like walk on obstacles, and if it's too high, it cannot. It just moves me. I mean, it's a capsule, so if I go with enough strength, I'm gonna raise it. But yeah. And the thing is, if I go here like this, boop, I need to be crouching first. But if I go, this is not finished apparently. If I'm crouching, wait, it's not working. It's not working. I need to probably figure out something. But the idea is it keeps crouching. If you're under a ceiling and you're crouching, it keeps crouching. Like I should not be able to get under here. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I don't remember how I wrote this code, but yeah. No Skyrim? Oh wow. I might actually get back to it. I think we do. I mean, you see the title. It's What Tip Weekdays. Tomorrow it's gonna be Malimore weekends probably. We're just gonna be on the Malimore channel. And I think in terms of games that I've not played and I need to play, I'm probably gonna play BioShock Infinite because I know it's one of the Shelfman's favorite game, and I like to pander to my internet friends. Skyrim is overrated. It's also one of the best games ever. You should play it. It's both, like, yeah, it's both probably. It for sure culturally significant to like the modding scene, and also as one of the most probably long-living games ever. But yeah, Microsoft is gonna buy your company when they will see the game, dude. Hopefully, I mean that is a great scenario. That is a great scenario. I will take a fraction of what they gave to Activision Blizzard. I will not be greedy. I will not ask for $70 million. Did I say million? I will not ask for $70 billion. I would take any fraction of that. I would buy Microsoft. You know what? It's probably more responsibilities. It sounds like I would be in a good position to do that. So it's probably a nice problem to have. But there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. But yeah, $1 billion for this game, for this being with glasses. Only 69 billions is all he'll ask. Yes, we like the memes here. We like the memes. Which I think I was actually rounding up. Did I? Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I was showing BioShock actually, but I forgot to change the scene here. Anyway, we could actually. I'm gonna be right back because now it's not the intercom, but we could actually just. You know what? The body type, we keep a capsule. It was already. You see, Rob. It was very useful. Your inquiries were very useful. Now I realize I should not probably be worrying about 3 body types. I'll probably start over from Prego. That was funny, but yeah, I will probably start. I'll pick the work back from where I left it, and I don't like it. Let me see how I did this here. the way I did it, I created this state machine where I basically first get the input, then determine some space, some state, but this is like against the state machine idea. I determine the new controller state, and then I basically process the state. Where do I do that? Current state handler. Where the hell do I do that? Guys, where is the code that does it? I mean, the get state handler here basically. Oh, okay. It just determines the new state. I'm dumb. I am a dumb. The idea was I have a class that notices the. I only just noticed the title of the stream. I approve and might steal this when I get back into streaming. Dude. How do you say that in English? Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Lame dev all the way. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Ta-da! If you got here sooner, you would have seen this incredible starting soon scene. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. The way I want to do it is like, I don't want to have a 600. This class is very long because this class, I think, yeah, handles all of the logic for like ground contact, the jump start. Where is the movement? Where did I put the movement? Scripts, runtime, state machine, states. Grounded state. Okay, I have the grounded state here. And I have the falling state here. But I didn't see those on the controller. Yeah, I don't have those on the controller. Are they maybe... I'm so confused. Where is the movement? Where is the movement logic? I have no clue. I have no clue. We need to make lame dev a thing. Like, do we have like gang signs like lame dev? I don't know why I do some things. I have the problem where I question what I am gonna do after I did it. Like this thing. Can you give people early access already? It's a bit early, but yeah, I mean at some point, yeah. If you're scrolling a lot looking for code, you might need to split up your components. Absolutely, absolutely. And the idea is exactly that. The thing is, as you can see, I did this thing twice. And in one time, I had some more abstractions around the state. Where echo, yeah. I have some more abstractions where I actually calculate I have states that calculate their physics in them. And in another iteration here, I don't know exactly where. Okay, yeah. Here I grounded state. Here I do that. And this is a movement state handler, which is not a it's not a mono behavior. And I'm not really sure where I put stuff, but yeah, I absolutely, this code. Oh, this is an FSM now. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember stuff, but yeah, I agree. Picture me on a like in a summer night after studying for 12 hours, coming to this thing and do this entire thing was written in like 2 days, which is a lot of code to be written in 2 days. But this is a shitload of code for just one class. I agree. But yeah, I want to basically keep. We're probably gonna redo this. We're keeping this as a map. We're gonna keep this as more of a drawing of what we were gonna do. But I'm probably gonna rewrite the entire thing so that I can better think through it now. And yes, please give us early access to the walking sim, dude. You have no idea. I'm absolutely at some point gonna outsource. I'm gonna crowdsource to you guys the settings to the. It has to be satisfying to use. You played Mario Odyssey, maybe you played Mario 64, Mario Galaxy. What, dude? This game. I am a huge Mario fan. There's a lot of great 3D platformers around. I'm just a huge Mario fan. You play those games. They have incredible controls. But yeah, so let's delete this thing. And let's reply to my phone. Ciao. You thought I would leak my entire conversation in Italian, but yeah, no, we're not doing that. Actually, good point. A walking sim with Mario 64 controls would be so cool. Absolutely. Imagine that. Which is kind of like, this is the natural evolution in my mind after playing Mario 64 and Mario Odyssey. This controller is my natural evolution to my walking simulator game that never saw the light of day. This is the natural evolution. Why do I have an ad here? Sorry for the ad, guys. Okay, so in a game based around its map, I cannot. Do we have? Yeah, this is the natural evolution to this, which means that this might come back. The problem with this is, like, I had too much going on. I could not commit to this. But this character controller, let me tell you, it was shit. I mean, it could walk, it could run, it could jump, but it didn't feel good. Then I played Mario Odyssey. I played Mario 64. And I was like, yo, this stuff is incredible. I played Hollow Knight. I mean, Hollow Knight and Celeste also are huge inspiration for this project that I'm gonna try and take on. But the problem, like, this controller didn't feel right. It felt too generic. And so yeah, with great ambition and great arrogance, I probably taking on this character controller thing. Also, we have 1 hour now, so I'm gonna go to the toilet and then and then we're gonna at least write the body sizing and stuff for the controller. Maybe also the input, like a debug input stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna say you like the main menu for that game. Listen, I know I said we're just gonna start, but wait, I actually have a playlist for that, right? What was it? The title menu for. Look at me, I'm so young. Do I look? I kind of look the same, right? My skin is better in this video, but I kind of look the same. Oh, you know what? That feels good. Sorry for being so vain, but oh yeah. Okay, this was the first iteration, which was kind of lame. Okay, yeah, this was pretty cool. This was pretty cool. Do we have the final version? Yeah. This menu was so cool. I'm gonna do this again. I mean, I did it once. I'm gonna do this again. The problem with this is people with like motion sickness, like motion sensitivity, which are most likely not gonna be playing this game anyway. But playing around with this menu made me go like motion sick. So maybe instead of having like a full area rotation, like 360 degrees, maybe just have a panning instead of rotating. It's gonna be easier on the eyes. But yeah. Also, you are not okay. This is muted. You look the same. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Kubio, for validating my crippling insecurities. It's probably a very large word, a very strong word, but I'll shut the fuck up. I'll be right back. And then we will write. Finally, I'll shut up and write the code that I'm set up to write today. See you in a second. This is so good. Imagine me in 2022, 2023, 2021. I've been doing this for long. Holy shit. Going in the be right back scene in OBS and forgetting to come back to it. That was insane. Now we have automatic switching. This is amazing. Okay, let's get started again. Can I just control? Oh wait, if I control Z, I will unimport this. So yeah, that's really gonna go player, reset the transform, create empty. Let's call it visuals. Yeah, visuals is probably the right word. Let's give it a create empty. Let's give it a 3D object capsule. Let's also kind of set up here folder, materials. Let's go here, create a material. You already know we're going for the red bean. Red bean is kind of, I mean, it's not my signature thing, but it's like the black box, like the gray boxing signature character. Red, we're gonna make it also a black material for the glasses because the red bean gotta have style. Let's not make the black fully black, and let's not make the red fully red. Okay, this goes to 1. Red on this, and let's remove the collider, and let's add a 3D box that we're gonna. Where are the scaling gizmos? Here they are. And we're gonna move, and we're gonna drop that there and remove the collider. Blue capsule is better. You are a blue capsule follower. You know what? I mean, blue is pretty cool, but red, you already like you see it. I can see an argument for red being enemy color, so you probably. But you know what? The red bean, for me, the red bean is an effigy to starting a new project and never finishing it. Anyway, let's go here. Let's create a new folder. Create folder. Scripts. And let's create a C# script called player body. This way you do blue. That makes total sense. That what makes total sense. I grew up thinking, I know, like, let's say Mario Party. another Mario game. I've been talking about Mario game so long today. Player 1 is blue, player 2 is red. That makes sense. But for some reason in my head, I grew up with red is player 1, blue is player 2. I don't even like red that much. My favorite color are yellow and orange. So I don't even like red that much. But in my head, red is 1, blue is 2. And that's probably because my Italian book in elementary school was red, and my maths book was blue. And I think we had Italian before maths. This is my going back to when I was 6 reasoning, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, yeah, I am just disturbed apparently. Required component, type of rigid body. First thing first, this is the most important thing, rigid body. Blue capsule project got finished. Shit. Oh no. This is a problem then. Is the player body actually gonna have access to the rigid body? I don't think so. You know? I don't think so, actually. Do we wanna have that? No. You know what? No. We're gonna just use a capsule collider, so this is gonna make it so much easier. And again, Rob was right all along. Capsule cast command. What the hell? Capsule collider. Okay. So the first thing we do is take the player. Pop. What? What the shit are you talking about? Namespace SPNK dot new dot, let's call it character controller. Player body. Unity, please don't do the silly. Don't be silly. Okay, we have that. And also a good old rigid body that we're gonna move up. And we're gonna move up again. You might just clip Rob Lang was right all along. Please do, so you can play that over and over to my family. This is Watip, and I approve of this message. So you can also pretend this random person on the internet as some authority. I don't know. That is funny though. Okay. Do we wanna be optimist? Do we wanna say that also Kubio was right all along? You know, today we are in a everybody's right all along. This could backfire really hard. Kubio, this is a start to a new mindset, okay? I'm putting great faith into your words, right? Blue projects get finished. I'm putting great faith into what you're saying. Okay, you know it's very expensive. It's very costly from an emotional standpoint for me to abandon the red bean and embrace the blue bean. But I'll do it because I trust you. Kubia was right all along. Maybe I pronounced that ambiguously enough so that... Thank you for your faith. I'm 4.5 years into Clumper and not even get a demo, but thank you. 4.5 years into a game means that the game is taking all the time that it needs, which is good. Also, you work full time, I'm assuming, so cut yourself some slack. You're probably doing a great job. Also, I'm coming back to game dev after 2 years of web dev without doing any game dev. The mindset is incredibly different. And I mean, if you're doing ASP.NET, it's still you're in C#, but it's then every project is gonna take longer. Let's be honest with ourselves. Private capsule collider. What is this capsule cast command? I don't care about capsule collider. Capsule. And let's go and say private. Let's do private for now. Maybe we'll change it. Private void Setup capsule. Okay, and we're gonna do if capsule is equal to null. Thank you. Is this Copilot or is this just very intelligent? Very intelligent. How do you say that? Code completion. I don't know. Capsule auto enable is equal to true. Code complete. Oh, that's great. As I said, I just moved to a PC. I'm still not used to it. I am a Visual Studio Code enjoyer, but it doesn't work with Unity, and therefore I'm now in Visual Studio on Windows, which is much more, much better than on Mac. Full-time work with game dev as a hobby. That is, yeah, exactly. That is intense. That is intense. And basically, we're gonna go change size. Now, do we want to do an extension method, or we'll worry about that in a second. What I want to do is go reset, and we're gonna do validate on validate. This is just gonna allow us to play around in the inspector, and we're gonna do setup capsule and setup capsule. This is gonna do it when we reset. Do we want to do it when we reset? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we want to do it. And this is gonna do it when we change something. For example, let's. Okay, you know what? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't need to show you. Okay. Player body capsule collider. We have the capsule. Now we want to have a sizing to the capsule. So we want to have the player body size, I guess. Public. I'm gonna use a struct because I don't think I need I don't think I need a class right now. And I don't need to pass it around. I'm gonna do a struct body size. Body dimensions, probably. Body dimensions. And this is gonna have a public. And for structs, we just go public and not worry about it too much. Public. We wanna have a float height. We're gonna have a float radius, and we're gonna have public float step height ratio, something like this. Public body dimensions. Why does it have two S's? Oh wait, it's not F2, but it's RR. Float height, float radius, float. Okay, thank you for kicking in. Sometimes the code completion doesn't really kick in fast enough. Then we got system.serializable. Go here, and for now let's not worry about the crouching. So serialize field, default dimensions, default. This is another thing. I have not quite. I've been coding for almost 10 years now. I have still not figured out whether I would call this default dimensions or dimensions default, because dimensions default sounds horrible. Like default dimensions sounds much easier. But if I type it like this, dimensions, like if I started with dimensions and I have multiple variables with the dimensions, they're all gonna come up as first results, and they're gonna, if I move up and down with the arrows in the code completion, they're gonna be next to each other. So like this is more practical, but it also looks bad. But for now, you know what? We don't care. Is equal to new body dimensions, and let's give it some default values. So like 2 meters in height, 0.25 f in radius, and 0.25 f as a ratio. And also let's make this range 0 1, because of course it's a ratio, so it's never gonna be much higher. And yeah, you're giving $1 million for the first person that will get banned on Twitch. And we are gonna we're gonna ban someone now who's willing to take one for the team and also getting $1 million. Okay, so let's go here. Our player, its dimensions are here. Perfect. At some point I'm probably gonna write an editor script to not have to fold and unfold this, and you almost can't see it because there's my face in the way. But for now, this is right. I need to so I need 1 million. I get $1 million and I get banned off Twitch. I'm just kidding. That sounds like an incredible deal, honestly. That sounds like a great deal, to be fair. Okay. Let's go to lib collider extensions here. Okay. Let's go to the player body core, character body. Oh, I called it player. I don't want to call it player. I want to call it character. Okay. Assets. Let's go here. I'm not making a player controller. I'm making a character controller. Character body. Okay. Now let's go here. We need to rename the script. Oh, it already did? Oh, that's insane. Okay, very good. Very good. Visual Studio. That's very tempting. Dude, $1 million and get banned off Twitch? Holy shit, that's an insane, like, at my size, this is an insane, I mean, it would be sad, but you can, I mean, guys, you just move over to YouTube and we continue the stream, right? Gotta go, sir. It's been great fun. Take care and welcome back to GameDev. Rob, thank you so much for tuning in and chatting. I had a lot of fun and enjoy the rest of your day. And welcome. I'm really happy to be back. I'm really motivated. And I have a lot of mess in my mind, as you can see. I got nothing done in 2 hours, almost. And but I'm happy to be back. So thank you and have a rest of your day. A good rest of your day. Even at $1,000 would be tempting. You know what? Having a job, 1,000, like, it's probably not as tempting. There's gotta be a number that is lower than 1 million where I would try to get banned. 1,000 is not it, and I don't think 10,000 is it. And I don't think I'm being greedy because, like, this is a hobby I really love. So it has to be way more than that. Collider. Oh, we also need to do collider set trigger is equal false. We're probably just gonna steal this character body, and I'm gonna make, you know what? I'm gonna make create C# script collider extensions dot. Do I want to make it a collider extension? No, you know what? I'm probably not gonna make it. I'm probably just gonna go here and go like public static class character body utilities. It's a class, doesn't have to have the parentheses there. Wait, new follow? Oh shit! I don't know why I cannot hear these damn alerts. Yo, that's right, Ben. Ben since when? This is a great name. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great day. I need to figure out why the hell the Streamlabs alert box is not making any sound in my ears. I don't know. Heck yeah, good to be here. Yes, I'm here. sorry. Good to be here. You're very welcome here. And are you into game dev? Are you a Unity developer? Are you another engine developer? Shit, I lost my flow. I lost. I have 30 minutes. I have 30 minutes. I need to get something done. I need to get something. This is the problem with game dev streams. Utilities. You're an amateur Unity developer. That's great. That is great. I'm happy to see that after the mess that happened in September, people are still taking on Unity because it's a great engine. And I love to see people starting this hobby because it's very cool. It's honestly very cool. Godot is best. Kubster. Kubio is a traitor, and we do not listen to traitors. Of course, I'm just kidding. I'm just pulling your leg. Public, static. No, you know what? It's silly. It's silly to make an extension method when I can just do this. Capsule dot trigger is equal to false. You can buy this game right now for. I had to say I really appreciate Oak for doing all this work in marketing this game that still is not even started, to be fair. What a deal, right? Can I borrow $500? Oh yes, this is definitely. This is a mess of a thing. What the hell? Let's go. Body dimensions. Okay. I don't need all of these right now. Dims. And we need to also find. Wait, oh my, this is like you see this kind of stuff. You don't do this kind of stuff. I have 2 overloads for I have 2 overloads for a method that do different kind of like they do different things. What the hell is this? This is the ugliest code. I told you I wrote this in 2 days. That is ugly. Goodbye. So dims dot height and dims dot height. What are we doing here? So basically we are calculating, and we can bring up this. We're calculating the height of our collider. Oh my god, this is so bright. We're calculating the height of the green collider. Why can I see all of the keyboard shortcuts? Okay, we're calculating the height of the green collider. We want this orange thing to be our step height, and this is the rest of the height. Basically, if this is our 2 meters and this is our 25%, we want the collider to be 1.5 meters. And to do that, we need to calculate this height, remove it from this height, and then basically offset the collider upwards by basically the difference between the total height and the collider height. You can buy this game for $1 and resell it for. Oh my god, we have some trade deal alerts going on in chat. I get this game for $100. You get this game for $200, right? Something like that. Money, who will buy the game for $100? Sell it right now. It's a deal. Ben, it's a deal. Shake my hand. This is not awkward at all. This is completely normal to do. Got a new emote. Oh yes! Oh yes! Wait, is that a follower emote? Are you subscribed? How do you have access to that emote? Oh, you unlocked it with the points. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go back to Unity. Okay. No, I need to go back here. So this is what we're doing. So the step height, remove that from the total height, and then and this is the actual height. And basically, then what do we need to do? We need to find the center height, which is gonna be this point here, because this is where our collider, since it's a capsule, is gonna be calculated. Its extents are gonna be calculated from that. And to do that, we basically offset it upwards by half of the actual height plus, because you can clearly see it here. It's the offset, like the step height plus half of the actual height. I'm saying height very much. You have 20,000 points. That's crazy. I appreciate that. Also on YouTube, C Mobley. Very general and genuine question. What type of game are you making, and what special features make it stand out from the rest? Mobley, I don't have an answer for you. For now, so to answer, we're never gonna get shit done. I was working, and this is, mind you, 3 years ago. I was working on this game last day of summer, and it's a pretty cool game. I mean, it was pretty cool, but it was going nowhere. The only thing I knew is that I didn't like the character controller. Then I played some platformers that had very cool character controllers, and I really like those. And right now I'm just trying to make a small character movement controller. The idea being you can use it for both players and NPCs. But I'm trying to make a cool character controller that will feel responsive and good to play with, so that when you play the game, you feel immersed and you feel like you're actually moving across the world. Is it an ambitious project? Yes. Do I have an idea of what like the first game I'm gonna make with it is gonna be like? Kind of. I have a couple ideas. Are those ideas really defined yet? And have I already committed to one? Not yet. I've come back from 2 years. How long was it? I've come back from 2 years of not working. 2 years and a half almost of not working on games right now, and I'm just getting something done. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. And once the controller is done, I have plenty of ideas for the game, and it doesn't have to be all the functionalities. Even just walking and jumping might be something. And then I'll be able to tell you exactly what ideas I have and why they're gonna be so great. Okay, now we calculate the size and dims.radius, and of course, if the capsule.height is this is basically, it's a capsule, so its radius cannot be greater than half the height. It's just gonna basically adapt it. You'll see what I mean. Vibes makes games. Hello, here comes the vibes. What's up? That, let me tell you, that is an entrance. That is an entrance. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And thank you for bringing the vibes. OnlyFans in the chat. What? Oh, I have the perfect idea how you can get money. OnlyFans. I don't think I have the equipment, the right equipment to make money on OnlyFans. But people are sure making money on OnlyFans. So you know what? I'll give that to them. And we basically just want to go right now. Resize collider. Default dimensions default. Bombly said, okay, I understand. It seems like a neat component to use for future games with what you explained. Exactly. This is basically my idea. I played Mario Odyssey. I fell in love with the game. it felt cool to move around, even if I don't care about getting all 900 moons. I just wanna move around, jump, 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 dash, jump, dive, jump, ground pound, jump, run, and it feels good. So if I can get to a fraction of that, I'm gonna have something that feels good to play. Then I'm gonna create a great game with an enticing like word and story and gameplay. But we wanna make the game first. I do a lot in the streams when I come in. I mean, you brought great vibes. You brought great vibes, and we have Patreon and Ko-Fi. I actually set up a Ko-Fi at some point because I made a free Chrome extension to skip the 5-second skippable ads on YouTube early. It basically just, it's a button. It injects a button in the page that basically just looks for the invisible skip button and presses it. And I was like, yeah, if you want to support me, you can press it. Like you can put it on Ko-Fi, but it's too much work. I'm not at a scale where I'm worried about making money from this yet. You need better equipment. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of equipment where I was talking of. You can see like the 10 FPS of this camera. Look at the motion blur. This is for artistic intent. You definitely don't want the movement to feel clunky. Exactly. And this is, going back to it, it's exactly the problem with my older game. Like, I love the game, I love the concept, the graphics were appealing, I think I remember Kubio saying exactly that he followed the channel initially because of the Stardew Valley vibes. And Stardew Valley, sorry, a short hike vibes in the game. And I still believe those graphics were incredible. That probably my greatest artistic work yet to date. But yeah, the movement needs to feel good. Let's see here. Do we have a collider? Why can't I see the gizmo of the collider? Oh, this is okay. This is super small, of course. Okay, you can see now. We can actually play around with this. So let's say 2, 0.5. Okay, it's gonna be, what if I reset this? Okay, if I reset this, it's gonna be so small. Let's put 0.5 in the default, so at least we have the default capsule. 0.5f. I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Good Vibes Develops. But as everyone knows, know me by Ben the Developer or Ben the Rat Dev. I think Good Vibe Develops actually brings something back. This might be a deja vu, and if I don't remember you, I'm sorry. But I mean, I'm happy to have you back. I think I do have. I mean, those names ring a bell. But I, not having been in the sauce in the game dev scene for a while, I kind of am lagging behind with with the names. But I mean, you're super welcome here, and I appreciate you coming in. I hope this I hope this was not offensive to you. That my memory is getting weaker and weaker. But yeah, you can see we can move the step height ratio up, and of course, I mean, if we move it to like 1, it's gonna be like, it's not even gonna be tall enough, but it's gonna shrink into a little ball like that. But I mean, we're gonna keep it around 0.2 and this is gonna be right. You followed since the 15th of September 2023. Oh, you know what, Dan, you probably started following a long, wait, 15th of September is a long time. What was I doing that day? 2022 September, was I doing dev? But I appreciate you coming back. I will, trust me, I will remember your name now. This thing, I hate forgetting people. This will not, like, this will haunt me forever. You know, you now have a rent-free spot here. You're definitely that hat. But you're following since 2023, end of 2023. You followed. I know, Oak. What since when you followed? Because I was editing the Hitman 3 supercut the other day, and I saw your first comments in the chat pod. So it kind of I would say October. After Halloween, so November. Yeah, something like that. You were following. I saw your first messages in the chat the other day while playing, while editing the Dubai VOD. Why? What am I doing here? Okay, we have our body that is getting resized. Now we want our player to fall. So what I think the problem is here is that the character body here is basically the collider. I don't know. I don't like the name to this script. So let's maybe change the name of the script. Character collider. And that makes more sense probably. Let it load. Okay. This makes more sense. Now we wanna go and say character motor. We wanna make a component that basically I cannot talk. I'm getting tired. That basically just moves the rigid body. This is gonna be our interface with the rigid body. Hey bro, how to learn Java backend? I cannot. I was talking about Java with a friend of mine the other day, so I cannot tell if you are that friend of mine. But welcome, Half-Life 3 confirmed. How to learn Java backend? Pick a project and do it. Pick a. You wanna do web backend? Make a little web server. You wanna learn game backend? Make a little game. There's not like decide on a little project you wanna do. Google it up. Use ChatGPT if you want to. If you want to do stuff, but I mean, yeah, to set a goal for yourself and try to get to that goal. Try. I mean, at the start of your learning path, it's gonna be harder to set a goal that is commensurate to your experience. For example, you see a lot of first-time developers in game dev making, oh yeah, I want to make an open world multiplayer MMORPG with characteristics that have never been seen before. Like, I don't know, something super great. You just tutorial seemed useless to me because I saw real enterprise problems and they were way more complex and verbose. Yes, but if you don't start from the easy stuff, you cannot get to the harder stuff. The biggest mindset advice I can give you, it's to use a analytic approach and to use a divide et impera approach, which is the Latin for divide and conquer. Problems like big complex problems are just the sum of a lot of smaller, less complex problems. And those smaller, less complex problems are, in turn, a sum of smaller, less complex problems. So if you're able to reduce every big problem to smaller problems, and then to smaller problems until the problems are trivial, you're going to be able to create something great and complex. But you have to go through the simple stuff first. You have to go through if you need to learn, you have to go through the simple stuff first. But yeah, I'm going back to vibes. I'm going back to your message. I was just trying to complete a thought, which is not something I do really easily. I have a Twitter account where you're posting your awesome vibe progress of your game. Can you share it? Of course, yeah. Please share it. Actually, I'll be happy to follow you. And Mali sells him in programming. I actually used to teach programming in Python for to students and people that wanted to change jobs, which was really fun, and paid me more than my current job. But I'm definitely not gonna teach somebody Java backend because I hate Java. I don't like programming in Java. Let me go to the chat here, to Twitch chat. Sounds so familiar to what you tried to do for your first game. Mobley, everybody tried that. It's like, You know what? I'm gonna give you a follow ban, and we're gonna take a look at this in a second. But to reply to Mobley on YouTube, you have to go through that. Like if you're a beginner, you're underestimating what the complexity of the problem is gonna be. I need to say my words better. But you start with simple ideas. You wanna learn backend in Java. Okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to do a simple to-do app with a database? Okay, you start your SQL database up. You don't have to set it up, and I'm gonna connect my Java to my SQL, and then I'm gonna add an HTTP endpoint to which I can request a page that adds a to-do to my database, and then I'm gonna download that database and display all of them. You want to make a game? Okay, make a small platformer with 2 controls. And then you can make a small platformer with 2 controls and 10 words. And then you make an open world game with thousands of players playing at the same time, and you make the big buck. Boo Java, yes. If you like Python, there is a game engine that uses similar... and how do I ban someone on Twitch? So, Kubio... Bye-bye, Kubio. Talking about Godot. Not complex. Yeah, I mean... And then not complex. Yeah, I mean, I got what you meant. Let's take a look. Vibes makes games. GAMEDEV. I'm about to share your profile on stream. We all know it's dangerous to scroll Twitter. I trust you. Here's the main... Sorry, there was a mosquito. We have mosquitoes right now. Exactly. This is great. This is great. You start with this as your main menu. Then you want to add an option settings. This is really cool. I like this. I like this. This is a little die. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. You're doing... Oh, wow. Did you sculpt this? Oh, wow. You took part in September. That's pretty cool. Dude, followed you. And good luck. Absolutely good luck with your project. How do we go back to... How do we go back to VS Code? Okay, perfect. Character motor. Let's get something done. I have 10 minutes left. I have to go in 10 minutes. 8 mosquitoes. Yeah, that 1 million is cool. Shit, it did it. It did it. The Mad Lad did it. Require component. Type of rigid body. Okay, we want to have private. Nope. We want to have serialized field. Private. Rigid body. Rigid body. This is already yes. So private. New rigid body. Rigid body. We want to go on awake. We want to say rigid body. Get component. Rigid body. So we have that there. We also want to go and private void setup rigid body. Probably gonna move that in here. If rigid body is equal to null, we set up the rigid body. We say rigid body dot use gravity is equal to false. Why? Because we're gonna write our own gravity. Remember, one of the main necessary points to our character controller was it has to have a variable gravity. So yeah. Brains up. Are you winning, son? Do you have some time to talk about our Lord and Savior Godot engine? Brains up. 1. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? 2. Kubio has almost been banned for talking about Godot here. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm sorry, but I'm staying with Unity. I'm staying with Unity. I love you, Godot people. You are very noisy. You talk very loud about your Godot engine. But I love you still. And but I have too much experience in Unity that I'm not willing to throw away. I don't hate Godot. I don't hate Godot. I don't. Why hate anything? hating takes a lot of energy that you could put towards something better. So I don't hate Godot. I mean, we could get political. There's a lot of stuff I hate, but not game engines, definitely. You use Godot, that's great. That's great. Choose an engine and follow through with it. Like, learn your engine. I learned this in 2016. I've been using Unity since 2016. I'm not gonna go to Godot over 2.5% rev share. So that's it. That's basically it. Mali, if you will say this exact correctly, you will win $1,000 and a mystery box. Oh shit! You know how much I eat my words. I stumble on my own words. So Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? And over my dollars. I want my dollars. Okay? You promised. Okay. We also want to have... First, give me your address. Yeah, you know what? To send you the $1,000, I'm gonna need your address, your name, your full first and last name, the numbers of your credit card, the 3 digits on the back, and the expiration month and year. I don't need to make this serialized actually. And we're gonna make it so that we have header physics for now, and we're also gonna make something like private new transform we want to cache the transform. Okay, I saw something in the YouTube chat. I'll be right there to you. Alright, I'ma head out for now. Great chatting with you, and best of luck with your work. Mobley, best of luck with your work as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time maybe. And yeah, I mean, we are heading out in 5 minutes, so got nothing done today. This is crazy. But yeah, all praise to the great Godot. I mean, Godot is great. I love it for you. Private float gravity. Okay, perfect. And gravity. And let's also go. No, you know what? No range. Let's go by default 10. And go here. We can probably do private float. This could be private public float. Probably vector 3 probably. Gravity. Acceleration. And this is gonna give us a transform dot up. Does it have it down? Transform dot no up times minus gravity. Let's call this gravity vector. Okay, this transform dot up, by the way, is exactly what is gonna allow us to have variable gravity, because at this point, like, with this, we can just rotate the transform, and then it's gonna send us straight down. I think Ben since when doesn't want to buy the game anymore. Ben? Oh wait, I got a sneak peek of your game stage. I mean, yeah, let's see your game stage. I am going to go full camera before we do anything silly. I trust you, Ben, but oh wait, Ben, where is Ben? Oh yeah, sorry, I'm missing. Ben was also green. I read the chat and 2 green names. My brain is not powerful enough. This is Vibes that says, and also Vibes is also Ben, so I'm confusing people. I just want to bite more now. Ben, we're friends again. I'm just so tired. We can send you this game. We just need your address. Oak is really Really wants to know the address. Oh my god, I have to reject all of the Imgur cookies. Vibes. This is great. What is the game about? Are you the die and this is like the boss? And it's like the boss arena? What is the game about? Why do I have a feeling that 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest Washington DC is not your address? Is your real name Joe? Is your real name Joe? I have only 800 kilometers to Italy. Oh, we can actually dox you right now. Ben Simmons is actually named Joe, we discovered. Okay, and we go here, go fixed update. Ben isn't Ben. Ben since when? That's the question when you realize that has not always been Ben's name. Joe since blow. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go to the old code. Character body. And in the fixed update. Wait, was it in the controller? Was that the controller maybe? Movement controller. Oh, I had it here. Okay, yeah, exactly. I have this. Oh, there's much more. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do that next time. I don't have the time right now to do that. I need to end stream. So let me just do something really bad. Back to Twitch. Okay, I was gonna raid Pirate Software for a shout out, but it's not. They are not. He's not live, so I don't have anyone. Do you know anyone we could raid? Otherwise, I'm just gonna end stream. I'm starting. I cannot raid people on YouTube, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to YouTube. See you guys next time, and we're gonna have a post stream 2-minute party on Twitch. Bye, YouTube, and